We are Venom.
The sequel to Venom has been officially announced, and we're celebrating with tater tots, fresh lobster, and a list of everything we want from the sequel. What's up, everybody? My name is Joshua Yale, and if you're a long-time Venom reader like me, then there are some very specific things from the comics that you want to see in the next movie. Starting with Carnage. The Stinger gave us our first look at psycho serial killer Cletus Cassidy, who we all know bonds with the symbiote offspring of Venom to become Carnage. Though leaner than Venom, Carnage has proven to be the stronger of the two thanks to his brutal nature and penchant for turning his hands into all manner of pointy things. But while Carnage is one of Marvel's deadliest villains, he's never had much in the way of depth, so this movie has the opportunity to break new ground for the character by reinventing his motivation for being that depraved and murderous. Last year, Season 3 of Daredevil fundamentally changed Bullseye, and the result was a brilliant new rendition that made him more compelling than ever before. That is the kind of treatment that Carnage deserves. But please, please give Woody Harrelson a new wig to wear. We appreciate giving him comics-accurate red hair, but they crossed the line into Carrot Top territory.
Tough to see you in this light, Eddie.
Next up on our wish list is for the sequel to introduce another villain that is not a symbiote. Now, don't get me wrong, we still want Carnage, but the first movie already gave us a one-on-one symbiote brawl that wound up looking like a fight between two angry syrup blobs, so we want to see something new. This might mean introducing Carnage's non-symbiote cronies like Shriek or Demogoblin, including someone like the Sin Eater from Venom's comic origin, or maybe even Jack-O-Lantern from the Flash Thompson Venom comics. They could include another Sony-owned SpiderMan character like Jared Leto's Morbius the Living Vampire, Silver Sable, or Black Cat. And if they really want to go all out, they can introduce Venom's version of the Sinister Six, known as the Savage Six. Venom wants to be a lethal protector, so give us a movie that really puts that to the test.
We won't let you destroy this world.
If Sony does introduce multiple bad guys, then Eddie is probably gonna need some help, and given that Michelle Williams said getting to transform into She-Venom was the big reason she signed on in the first place, she could once more become She-Venom and team up with Venom to help save the day. Then have them make out again. Yeah, no, don't have them do that. That was really weird. While we're talking about Venom's enemies, I'm just gonna throw it out there that we'd love to see SpiderMan in the sequel. Now, we know that Spidey likely won't appear in any of Sony's spin-off Marvel movies for a variety of studio-related reasons, but this is a wish list after all, and seeing Tom Hardy's Venom and Tom Holland's Spider-Man duke it out on the big screen really is the stuff of dreams. But if they're not going to give us Spider-Man in the flesh, the very least they could do is give Venom his iconic white spider chest symbol from the comics. They really nailed Venom's size, teeth, tongue, pretty much everything in the first movie, but he just doesn't look quite right without the symbol. Now, admittedly, it doesn't make sense for Venom to have the spider symbol in a world where he's never met Spider-Man, which is why he didn't have it in the first movie, but we want to challenge the writers to come up with a good reason he gets it in the sequel. Or they could just put in Spider-Man. Just put in Spider-Man. We don't know what the plot will be for Venom 2, but a good place to start would be our favorite Venom comic in recent memory, Agent Venom. This story is actually about Flash Thompson's Venom, but the concept could easily be adapted to fit Eddie Brock instead. Agent Venom works for the government, using the unique powers of the symbiote and a bunch of guns to go on insanely dangerous missions. We'd not only get a sweet new look for Venom to keep things fresh, but an easy plot setup. Picture this. Cletus Cassidy uses his newfound Carnage powers to break out of prison and go on a supervillain murder spree. The government would then need to seek help from someone who knows him and knows symbiotes well enough to stop him, so they enlist Venom to help take him down. Those are the things from the comics we most want to see in the Venom sequel. Let us know what you want to see in the comments. And for more on Venom, check out our list of Marvel's strongest symbiotes. And no, Venom is not #1. And our thoughts on Venom's insane new origin from the comics. And be sure to follow IGN wherever you're watching this.